Hey guys, we're going to do a quick overview of Survive Knives, the GSO series. So I have some old spec and new spec. So here's the old spec 3.5, old spec 4.1. These three are new spec 4.7s. Both of these are old spec 5s and an old spec 6. So we're going to go through these and let you know what the differences are and how the old spec compares to the new. GSO 3.5. This is one of the smaller ones they have. In a new spec they do have the 2.7, which is even smaller. But this is a 3.5 with burgundy handles in 20 CV linen micarta. Nice little knife. Get your hand all the way on it. And you can see how that compares in size to the 4.1. Now let's bring in the 4.1. So this is a little bit longer, a little bit wider than the 3.5. It's also the old spec, so it has a stonewash finish. This one does not have jimping or the fire rod notch, but it does have a bow drill divot. This one is in 3V. So size comparison, here's your 3.5. Quite a bit smaller. This one I use as a fishing knife, this one I use as a deer hunting knife. Here's how it looks in your hand. Ergonomics are really good. They are shipping out the new 4.1s, the new spec. I have one on the way. But I really like the feel of this knife. One thing that's different between this one and the new spec is it has skeletonized tang, so it's a little bit lighter. The new spec does not. So that is the 4.1. So here are the 4.7s. These are new specs, so they have the peen finish on them. That'll help add some strength and help with corrosion resistance. The screws are torque screws instead of single slot. You can get tumble finished or black finish. So what I like about these is they're the exact same size basically as the 5, which they are replacing. The handle ergonomics are much more improved. You have bigger palm swell right there. You have more of a curve to the back of it, and the finger notch is a little bit deeper. So it really just fits my hand perfect. Has more jimping than the old spec. And here's the canvas micarta. Here's the camo, which I like better. This is a deeper, richer finish than their old camo. Here's orange G10 with micro texture, which makes it really grippy. And then here's your black canvas micarta. So there's those. Let's see how it compares to the size of the 4.1. There's 3.5. So it's not much bigger than the 4.1. It's a little bit wider of a blade, but not much bigger. It is a little bit heavier since it doesn't have a skeletonized tang on it. So here we have the GSO 5. This is being replaced. They have the stonewash finish on them. The handles don't have near as much palm swell or curvature to them. You can see that. The finger notch is not as deep, so there's some ergonomic differences there, but as far as the size goes, it is about the same. So about the same size, which is why they're discontinuing the 5, but with all the new spec updates. But even with the handle not being redesigned, it does feel very good in my hand. And I kind of like the blade shape on this one better. It's more of a drop point, whereas this one is more of a spear point. So here's the GSO 5 compared to the 4.1 and the 3.5. You can see the size differences there. Now here's the biggest GSO I have. It's Gso 6. The handle and everything is the exact same as the 5. It's just got the extra inch on it. Now they do make a Gso 5.1, which is the same as the 6, just has a choil cut out in it. And they do have a new spec 5.1 as well, which is going to be about the same size as the 6. So both of these are 3V steel. Here's the G10 orange old spec. Doesn't have the micro texturing on it like the 4.7 does, so it's not as grippy. So there's the 6. So there's the 6, 5, 4.7, 4.1, and 3.5. Now we got the Gso 5.1, the new version. Like I said, this is an ugly Betty because it's got a little teeny chip in the choil. Natural canvas micarta, and as you can see, the handle color is just going to differ. I mean, this is all natural canvas micarta. Some is more red, some is more tan. It's just what you get with in different batches. But all the new versions are going to have this type of coating on it, which will help you with the rust resistance. Have the new handle design. Has a little more in-cut here. Gives you that grip. The 5.1's got the choil you can choke up on if you'd like. Lock in there. So I really like what they're doing with the new designs.